What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Friday, June 25th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman, only place you're going to get updates to my sim results as we get closer to lock. And finally, let me know in the comments section who is your favorite and least favorite of my contenders for today's slate. We are rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with John Collins, Kevin Huerter, Pat Connaughton, PJ Tucker, and Chris Middleton on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, we're going to Solomon Hill. He is the flat minimum $1,000, projected for 9 fantasy points. He's got a 1% chance of being the optimal captain. However, a 50% chance of being the optimal flex play. 51% likelihood of being in the optimal lineup himself. I'm giving him 18 minutes. He stinks. He's a 0.5 fantasy point per minute guy. Not ideal. 3.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, 1 assist, maybe a stock. You're rostering him for the salary savings to get Solomon Hill at $1,000, potentially playing even just north of 10 minutes is going to open him up a lot. He would fall a little bit, obviously, but at 18 minutes at $1,000, the likelihood that Solomon Hill is in the optimal lineup is basically a coin flip. He just opens up too much. Staying on the same team, number 4, $7,800 Clint CAPELA, projected for 35. He's the optimal captain 10% of the time. Optimal flex play 42%. 52% likelihood of being in the optimal lineup altogether. He's playing 36 minutes, right at a fantasy point per minute. We're talking about an almost guaranteed double-double. 12 points and 13 boards as a median projection, plus an assist, plus almost 3 stocks. You get almost a steal and 2.1 blocks. Very difficult to avoid CAPELA at a $7,800 price tag. I think he looks pretty good as a captain as well. Now, I do like the Bucks in the game, but if you see Clint CAPELA's captain ownership being a little low, I think he is a very interesting option because of his salary. At number 3, we're going to $9,400 JRUE Holiday, projected for 42. He's the optimal captain 12% of the time, optimal flex play 41% of the time, 53% likelihood of being in the optimal lineup altogether, 40 minutes, 1.06 fantasy points per minute, 19 points, 8 assists, 5 boards, 2.5 stocks. You're going to get JRUE doing a little bit of everything. We're going to see a JRUE Holiday game at some point in time in these playoffs. Wouldn't shock me if it came today. 9,400 is a little bit more expensive than I was expecting. I was hoping a little bit lower, but even still, at 9,400, Holiday is my 3rd favorite guy, so I can't complain too much. Certainly works as the captain, 3rd best captain, in fact. Certainly works at flex. I don't have much else to say. I thought that JRUE Holiday would be a little bit further down in this list. I thought Chris Middleton would be a little bit higher, but that does not appear to be the case. Don't be afraid to play a lot of JRUE Holiday today. No surprises here. Number 2, $11,800 TRAE Young, projected for 54. He's the optimal captain 20% of the time. Optimal flex 45%. 65% likelihood TRAE Young is in the optimal lineup altogether. He's going to get 40 minutes, 1.3 plus fantasy points per minute, 31 real points, 11 assists. So the double-double bonus is greater than 50%. You can still get a couple boards potentially. Maybe he pokes his head into a passing window, grabs a steal. You know why you're rostering TRAE Young. Now, I like the Bucks a lot in this game, so I'm a little nervous about going TRAE Young captain because I think that plays out a little bit differently. So I might be focused a little bit more on the flex. But if public ownership is too low on TRAE, and at 20% ownership, in my opinion, I actually think that the public is going to be lower than that number. TRAE Young at captain might fly in the face of that public. You might get you a little bit more of a unique lineup in a large field GPP. Now, before we get to the obvious number 1 contender, one last reminder, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Then head on over to Twitter and follow me at Josh Engleman. Only place you're getting updates to my sim results as we get closer to lock. And finally, comment section underneath this video. I want your favorite contender, your least favorite contender, and the guy that you thought was going to be on this list that you did not see. Closing it out in the most obvious way possible, $12,400 Giannis Antetokounmpo is the number 1 contender on DraftKings today. Projected for 64. He's the optimal captain 39% of the time. Yes, that is twice as likely as TRAE Young. 44% of the time in the flex, 83% chance that Giannis is in the optimal lineup altogether. He's projected for 40 minutes, 1.6 fantasy points per minute. This dude is the best per minute fantasy performer on the planet. 35 points, 12 boards, 6 assists, and almost 3 stocks. He does everything. If the Bucks are going to win, if the Bucks win this game, it's almost impossible for me to imagine Giannis not being in the optimal lineup. Barring injury, it's the only way I don't think that he gets there. I'm loving Milwaukee today. They're 8-point favorites, and I think that's going to be on the back of a lot of Giannis Antetokounmpo. Whether you're putting him at captain, whether you're putting him at flex, just pay attention to the public ownership. Wherever you see the bigger differentiation, just load up a little bit more there. But unquestionably, he is the #1 play for today, and I think that everybody knows that. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Friday, June 25th. FanDuel version of this video is around here somewhere. Strategy show 10 a.m. No Lofty today. I am with Greg, so tune in to that one. And then that is it for me. You don't get any live before lock out of me today, so have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Good luck tonight, everybody. Make sure you're watching the breakfast menu, my betting video with Ben Raza, where we went 6-0 yesterday. Plus, we hit our no house advantage picks. 8-0 across the board. That is a video you don't want to miss. Be out around lunchtime, somewhere in that neighborhood. It's our breakfast menu. Good luck tonight, everybody. Have that great weekend. I will talk to you again Monday morning for another edition of the Contenders.